Okay, now we're going to continue on spreadsheet, which is task 3 from 2018 November paper 3. Okay, so from our previous tutorial, I already demonstrate to you on how to actually answer task 1 and task 2. Now we are going to proceed with task 3, which is spreadsheet. So just remember class, using your same folder, the one that you create earlier when you're doing your web authoring, you're going to use this and one at three sheets later for spreadsheet. Okay, now you're going to prepare a spreadsheet to calculate the storage capacity and sales price for each type of the sheets. So use the most efficient methods to solve each task. So display all for later. You're going to format according to this. Okay, all the currencies must be in dollar with two decimal places, and then any width, length and height must be one decimal place, and in areas two decimal places, and capacities must be three decimal places. So using a suitable software package, load means open the file and one at three sheets. So here this is your folder, okay, and then you open and one at three sheets. Okay, you right click your mouse, you click open with, you choose Excel. Okay, so this is actually your Excel, and then this is actually your file. Now add your name, center number and candidate number in the header or footer of the spreadsheet. So you're going to insert, okay, uh, you're going to insert the header with your name, center number and candidate number. Okay, you can actually either put at the right, center uh, or left, center or right align. Okay, so example, this is your name, it must be your full name. Okay, and then BN113 is your candidate, your center number, and your candidate number is 1234 for example. After you've done with this, you can click anywhere. Okay, and then after that, at the very bottom here, okay, you can see that this is actually the view panel. So you click normal view, go back to normal view, and then now the next question, they ask you to save the spreadsheet called shape underscore your candidate number. So here you click file, click save as, then you click browse, and then this one you type in shirts underscore your candidate as, there is no s, sorry, underscore 1234 your candidate number. And remember class, always change this to Excel workbook, and then after that click save. After you click save, and then we proceed to the next question. In the next question, they ask you to insert 5 rows at the top of the spreadsheet. 5 rows. So this is called rows and this is called columns. 5 rows means you need to highlight, when you want to highlight, not highlighting like this, okay? You need to highlight at the gray area. You highlight the 5 rows, okay, because you need to insert 5 rows later. Okay, make sure you highlight, and then you right click your mouse, still at this area. You right click your mouse and then you click insert. Automatically they will insert for you the 5 rows. Okay, if you need 6, then you highlight 6. And then next, add this label and format the cell to look like this. So we do one by one for this one. So when you look here, this one, okay, it is actually merge the cell from cell A1 to cell K1. So when you are to create, you do first, you you merge the cell first from A1 to K1, okay? And then after that, you click merge and center. So you merge the cells already, and then now you're going to type in this one, Shayla's still shuts. Okay. Now, when you look here, remember class, there are only two types of font for the Cambridge to use, either to use serif or sans serif, or another word is Arial or Times New Roman. So when you look at the pattern here, this is actually Arial. Okay, you're going to change first the font. You highlight. Sheila, you don't have to manually highlight like this. Instead, you just highlight. You just click the cell. It will select all. And then this one, you change to Arial. Okay. After you change to Arial, and then after that, here, the color, the font, the text is bold. So make sure you click bold. And then after that, the color is actually gray. Okay. So it is actually gray. So this one, when you have to change the shade, the shade, then you highlight and then you choose this, you click the arrow. After that, you choose any grayish color. Which do you think is almost similar to the question? And then when you look at the pattern there, it should be the size is actually there is no specification on font size, but you just need to adjust. When you want to adjust, make sure you highlight the cell, and then after that you click increase font size, and then you make it until it is similar. Okay, but remember class, before that you need to make sure everything here must be within the column. Okay, when you are to do that, you highlight at the column area, not here, it must be somewhere here. Your cursor must be changed from this size to this size, and then highlight until K, and then you double click at the very corner. But remember, your font must be changed to this, your cursor must be changed to that thin cursor. Okay, this is thick cursor, this is thin cursor, and then after that you double click, then it will automatically fit in all. Now this one, when you look at the pattern here, it is still smaller because S is actually somewhere in between B and C column. So this one you need to resize. Right. Okay, maybe something like this. Now next one. Cos of the next line 2 is actually the row is actually resized to smaller. So when you are to resize 2, when you look here, number 2, it is not fully shown. So this one, make sure your cursor is changed to this arrow, and then after that you click your left hand mouse, and then you drag your cursor. Okay, so it is almost similar. Okay, and then the next one, cost of steel per square meter. Remember class, since when you look here, it is actually text wrap, but when you look here, if you want to identify whether it is a text wrap or not, it is actually still inside one row. Okay, but the line are two, so that is called text wrap. Okay, so what you're going to do before you text wrap, you just simply type in all in one line, cost of steel per square meter. Okay, and then this one, after that you click this, After you type in, you click enter and then you click back the cell and then you choose text wrap. When you choose text wrap, when you're there, it is supposed to be two line and it must be at the center. So what you're going to do not resize yet. Okay, you type in first. You format first. It is bold, so you click bold, and then after that, it must be italic. When you look at the pattern, it is in italic, and then the font is actually Arial. So you change this to Arial. Okay, and then after that it is actually center align, so you click center. Okay, after you click center, then you resize accordingly. It's supposed to be per, so you resize. When you have to resize, make sure your font must be changed to this shape, and then you click and then you resize accordingly, okay, until it is similar. Okay, when you look there, it is almost similar. Okay, and the next is cost factor, the next one, which is this one, cost factor. You just type in, you do the same thing, cost factor, and then after that you click back, you click center, bold, you change this to Arial. Okay, and then after that you click text wrap. Okay, when you click text wrap, you just resize accordingly. Okay, and then it should be resized since since the row is too big. You can just double click the row as usual. Okay, you double click. Okay, or you can actually just manually drag. Okay, and then next one, sorry, F is in small letter. Okay, now next one, you type in 1.54 and 2.6. Remember, although there is a dollar sign, you do not manually type in the dollar sign. Okay, you're going to format that. 1.54, and then the next one is 2.6. So when you are to format, you just right click your mouse, right click, you choose format, and then you choose currency. It must be 2 decimal places, and then it is actually dollar sign. Then you click OK. Then the next one is 5. It is reduced, the size is reduced. So you do the same thing just like what you did for the second row. So you reduce 5, something like this, half of the size, and that's it. So it is similar already. And then the next one, row number 6, everything is in center align, and then after that it is actually bold. So what you're going to do, you highlight, and then after that, after you highlight, you click bold, and then you click center. Okay, you can just resize back just in case. Okay, next one. If everything is done, we're going to proceed with the next one. You need to check one by one, yeah, when you to answer this kind of question. Now, for the formula, when you are to create the formula, you need to read the instruction formula carefully. Remember, when you see multiply, the symbol for multiply is actually asterisk. Okay, and then now enter a formula in cell F7 to calculate the floor area of the shed in square meters. So the floor area is length multiplied by width. So when you look at the cell here, okay, this is actually a cell. When you look at the cell, this one length is this one, okay, and then length is this one, width is this one. So you're going to multiply. So meaning to say that in cell F7, F7 is this one. You type in measure always type in equal for the formula. Length is, the length for apex is this, okay, B7. Multiply, you type in asterisk. And then width, multiply by width, this is width. After that, once it is done, you click enter on the keyboard. Okay, that is done. For question number 2, so question number 13. In cell G7, G7 is this one. You're going to calculate cubic capacity of the shed in cubic meters. Okay, and then the capacity is apex height. This is apex height, okay, which is E7 plus wall height, this one, D7, and then make sure, just remember class, since this is fraction, you're going to use a bracket, okay, and then followed by divide, because fraction always, after there is no symbol for fraction, it is going to be divided by 2, and floor area is this one, F7. So in cubic capacity, when you are to answer this question, you simply type in equal, open bracket. Why it is open bracket? Because it is a fraction plus 2 numbers. E7, okay, plus wall height, D7, you close bracket, okay. When you look here, this is multiply. Multiply, you type in asterisk. And then floor area is this one, F7. And then when you remember the fraction over means divide. Divide by 2. And this is your answer. And then next. And in cell H7, to calculate the roof area of the shed. Roof area, the formula is this one. Remember class, this is called square root. The symbol for square root is SQRT. Okay, always remember this. And this is to the power of 2. If it is to the power of 2, you're going to use this symbol. Okay, you're going to use this symbol. So length, you can see at the field. This is the length for apex. Width is this one, C7. Apex height, E7. Wall height is D7. So you're going to convert this into the formula. So when you are to type in, as usual, you must make sure to type in equal to, multiply, you type in asterisk, length is B7. Multiply again, and then this is called square root. So the symbol for square root is SQRT. Okay, and then don't forget to type in bracket because you want to square root the whole thing inside. Okay, open the bracket, and then after that here there's another bracket, right? So you type in another bracket, and then the width is C7. Over means divide by 2, and then you close means this whole thing here, and then you type in, you click shift on the keyboard, and then you click number 6. You will see the symbol, and then after that square root 2, power 2, so you type in 2, and then plus, next one is plus, do one by one. You follow exactly the same. Open bracket, shift open bracket, apex height is this one, E7, minus wall height is D7. Okay, after that, when you look here, you type in close bracket, and then you insert symbol power, and then to the power of 2. After everything is typed in, then you're going to close the whole thing. So that's why you need to have another bracket, meaning that they're going to square root the answer inside. So make sure there must be a big square root, a big bracket, and then open and small bracket. Okay, and then after you click enter. So this is supposed to be the number. And then the next one is enter a formula in I7, this is I7, to calculate the surface area of the shed. Surface area is 2 multiplied by wall height. So you do the same thing. Okay, equal, always remember type in equal, 2 multiply asterisk, okay, wall height is this one, asterisk again to multiply, and then open bracket, length, make sure you're going to use this one, right, the row for 7, because you're just going to find the formula for row number 7 only. Which one did we stop? D7 multiplied by, okay, length is this, open bracket, and then plus width is this one, C7, and then close bracket, plus width again, okay, and then asterisk, open bracket, apex height is this one, okay, plus wall height is this, close bracket, plus the last one is roof area is this one. After everything is done, you type in enter, you click enter on the keyboard. Okay, question number 16. Enter formula in cell J7 to calculate the cost of material to make the shed. Cost of material is surface area, this is surface area, multiplied by cost of steel. Cost of steel is actually this one, cost of steel per square. So meaning there is only one. Okay, so when you are to answer this question, you type in, as usual, you type in equal, surface area is I7, multiply, type in asterisk, the cost of steel is A4. But remember class, why in the question here I type in $sign with $sign, because it is absolute cell reference. Okay, so when you want the cell to be multiplied with only one cell, okay, make sure to lock this. Okay, you type in $sign at the column followed by row, dollar with dollar. Okay, absolute cell reference. So that if you are to drag letter, if you are to duplicate the cell, it will always remain in this cell. Okay, so after that, click enter, and then the next one in cell question number 17, enter formula K7 here, calculate cost price of the shed, and this is the cost of material multiplied by the cost factor. Cost of material, okay, this one, you multiply by cost factor, which is this one at the top here. So you're going to use the absolute cell reference again because it only be at this cell. Okay, you're going to multiply with this cell. Rounded up. So rounded up, the formula for rounded up is round up. Okay, to the nearest $10. Nearest 10. Round up, nearest 10, nearest 100, nearest 1000. So nearest 1 is nearest 10. Nearest 100 is minus 2. Okay, 1000 minus 3. So here, so since you want to round up this formula, okay, you round up this formula, what you're going to do, you type in first the formula equal, the formula is cost of material. Cost of material is in J7. You multiplied asterisk by cost factor. Cost factor is D4. Okay, but remember class, I did mention to you that since you only use the same cell, you need to lock this. Okay, need to lock, and then now you're going to round up because the question wants you to round up the number. So remember, when you are to round up the number, you type in, after equal, you type in round up, no space in between, open bracket. Open bracket, this is actually your formula just now, followed by comma, and then how many nearest number do you need. For this case, it is nearest 10, so the answer is minus 1. And then after that, you close bracket and then you click enter. Okay. And then question number 18. Enter a formula in cell L7. L7 is here. Okay. To display the text extra large if the cubic capacity is G7 and is greater than 14 meters. So meaning if it is greater than 14 meters, you're going to show extra large. And not only one condition, another one is, this is actually the keyword and, another one is floor area. Floor area is this one, F7. It must be greater than 7 meters square. Okay, so meaning if the number in cell G7 and F7 is greater than 14 and 7 respectively, you're going to show extra large, or else you just leave it blank. So since the word is if, this is actually the keyword if, so you're going to use the function equal if, open bracket, if. Why is it I'm using and? Is because I have two conditions at once. Okay, usually you have only one condition, so this one conditions at once, and you're going to show the same, exactly the same text. So if and, there are actually and or, so this one and equal and, open bracket, G7. Okay, if G7 is greater than 14, do not type in meters cube. Okay, just type in the number. And another condition is F7, floor area is greater than 7. Okay, so make sure after you open this condition, close it. Okay, next one is you are going to show, if the criteria is met, you're going to show extra large. Okay, after that, comma, or else if it is less than less than 14 and less than 7, you're going to just show a blank means you just give double quote, okay, followed by another double quote. It will give you empty. And then since if function, this is the last of if function, so you close it. There you click enter. There's nothing inside because the cubic area and the floor area is less than 14. Okay, so now replicate the formula entered in cell 12 to 18 for each of the style. So meaning from this question up to this question, you're going to replicate to all of this. Okay, so when you're to replicate, you are to copy, you can just highlight this formulated cells. Okay, highlight this formulated cell, and then your arrow, make sure you go to the very corner, and then your arrow change to thin plus. At first it is thick plus and now it is thin plus, and then you drag. When you drag, it will follow. Okay, when you look there, it will follow accordingly. Sorry, I forgot. There is another one here. It is actually until here. Okay, so you drag up to the very last until mascot, and then you release. You see, there is actually the word extra large here, meaning when you look at extra large, the cubic is more than 16, sorry, is more than 14, and floor area is more than 7. So make sure this is actually beyond the cell. You just make sure to resize back. Okay, the next one. Apply appropriate formatting to all cell in row 7. So meaning from this row to row 17, you apply the formatting cell. So you refer back to the first question. This one, display all. So here in this formula, okay, you need to actually format according to the question. You do one by one. At first, the currency. So for the currency, okay, for the currency here, this one, okay, currency value, it must be in dollar with 2 decimal places. So here, when you look here, currency value is this one. It is already formatted, and cost of material, it is actually the currency, the price, as well as the sales price. So you highlight this, okay, highlight, you right click your mouse, you click format cells, and then after that, here you choose currency, this one symbol, you choose dollar sign, make sure 2 decimal places as the question required, and then you click OK. Okay, and the next one, length, 2 decimal places, any length, width or height. So here, any length, width and height. So all of this, they ask you to change to 1 decimal place. So all of these, you right click and then you choose 1 decimal place. Okay, 1 decimal place, click OK. And then the next one, areas to 2 decimal places. Areas, floor area, roof area, and surface area, 2 decimal places. So floor area, 2 decimal places, and then roof area and surface area, you change to 2 decimal places. Make sure to click OK. And then the next one is capacities, change to 3 decimal places. So capacities, you change to 3 decimal places. This is capacity. So you highlight and then right click, you click format, you choose number 3 decimal places and click OK. Okay. And then we're going to proceed with next one. Make sure to save and print the spreadsheet showing the formula. So you save first, and then you're going to show the formula, and then it must be landscape, row and column heading are displayed, and then the content are fully visible. So when you are to show, you click formula, and then you choose show formula. Okay, and then please make sure to resize back from A until L. Okay, and then make sure at the very end you double click, it will automatically fit in the column. Okay, everything must be inside. And then the next one, it is landscape, so fully visible already. And then page layout, you change to landscape. Okay, and then rows and column heading are displayed. You click this small arrow. Okay, rows and column heading, you click the small arrow. Okay, and then you click sheet, you choose row and column heading, make sure it is ticked. After that you click OK. Okay, after you click OK, now you're going to print. So for this case, okay, since I'm actually asking you to upload your printout into the Google form, what you're going to do when you are to print, so make sure you enter, you already did this, showing the formula. So when you are to print, you click file, you click print, you're going to print into PDF. So when you are to print into PDF, you choose the printer, find Microsoft Print to PDF. Okay, change to this one, and then after that make sure rows and column are shown, and then you click print. Make sure this is changed first, and then you click print. Now you save in your folder. For example, just now my folder is this one. Okay, make sure you find from your keyboard, from your pen drive, and then this one you name it as print out 1. It must be PDF, and then you click save. Okay, that is already printed. You can check from the from your folder. You can check from your folder here. This is print out 1. So this is the folder you're going to insert. You're going to upload into your Google form. Check. Okay. Everything must be there. There must be your name, center number, and candidate number. And then now, the next one, print the spreadsheet showing the values. Make sure print out fit on a single page. Content of all cells are fully visible. So you're going to print the value. So when you're to print the value, you go back to the formula, click formula, and then this one you click back. Then it will show you the value. But when you look here, the data, please make sure to actually resize back. You highlight A until L, and then after that you double click, then it will automatically fit into your cell, into your column. And then the next one is make sure fit on a single page. So meaning you cannot print into 2 pages. So what you're going to do, remember just now earlier, you need to show the rows and column heading. Now you're going to hide back. You click page layout, and then you click this small arrow. After you click sheet, and then you untick back. Okay, Then you can tick back and then you click OK. And then after that you click file, you're going to print. Click print. Make sure it must be fit in one page. When you look here, it is not fit in one page, isn't it so? So what you're going to do, you're going to click page setup. Click page setup. You choose fit to one page, and then after you click OK, then it is supposed to be this one. And then after everything is done, let's check if you can actually make it smaller. You can actually see. Try to make it smaller. Just double click one by one if you have to. Okay, to make it everything fit, try to resize. Okay, so everything should be okay, perfect. And then after that you click back print. You see everything is in one page already. And then make sure change this to Microsoft Print to PDF. Everything, make sure it only be one page, and then you click print. When you have to click print, then this is print out too. Make sure it must be inside your folder, inside your pen drive. Okay, the next one. Print out 3, save your evidence. This one you already did this when you were doing your web authoring, so you don't have to do that for the Microsoft Expression. Sorry, for the Microsoft Excel. So that is all what you're going to do. Everything is done already, and make sure to save your work. And please remember, class, the one that you need to upload is this file, as well as print out 1 and print out 2. Okay, so thank you very much and good luck.